What's up, guys? This is Isaac with Lotus, and today I'm going to be unboxing the new Lotus Kendamas Lotus Aether. So for the new element series, which premiered our new element shape, we've come out with water, fire, earth, and air, which is flow, pyro, core, and aero. And then the fifth and final element, according to the Japanese classical elements, is the universe or the unknown, hence the name Lotus Aether. And the designs are based off of Hubble Space Telescope photos of a few constellations. So for colorways, we have Sagittarius, which is the orange colorway. We have Orion, which is the greenish colorway. And then we have my favorite colorway, which I'll be unboxing, which is the Dorado. It's blue. Comes in an element style box. So you can see here it says hand painted on the element series, and that's because these tamas are hand painted by Lotus Kendamas. He is the one that really made these kendamas so special with his excellent painting work. It speaks for itself how beautiful these tamas look. And I think what really makes it pop out is the kendama factory is limited to what colors and what designs that they can do. So when we went with somebody local who hand painted these, he could do any design and any colors that he wants. So I think that's really what makes the tamas pop, especially like the green one, because that really cool green color isn't available at the kendama factory. So, the back. So every element has a special message written on the back. The main message here is something that Franta was talking about when we were on the phone one time, that the universe is much like kendama, where the more we explore the universe, the more we realize how little we know about the universe. It's similar to kendama. It's, the more you find out about different concepts and you learn different tricks, the more you realize how many more potential tricks and potential concepts are out there. And kendama is this never-ending, infinite universe of fun and creativity, which is the reason that we all play. I'm gonna slide this open. All right, here's the Dorado colorway. Let's make some room right here. So in the box, you get a string pack and a sticker. Here's a black 70 centimeter string with an extra metal bearing and a black purple gradient sticker with the element Aether logo. So here's the dama. It's on the element shape, which is, I think this is the sixth design we've dropped in the element shape. The first was the Pedox, and then the 4 elements, and then these ethers. If you played the element shape, you know what it's about. But if you haven't played it, we really worked hard on designing a very, very unique and playable shape that's well balanced. I'm not going to rant about it again. You know, you guys know I love the shape. But if you want to learn more about the shape, you can check out this video where the Lotus team all went around when we were over in Czech Republic, explaining, what the part they played in making the shape and why they like it so much. This is the same element shape, but what's unique about the Aether Ken specifically is the black Aether element logo and then the black ring, which isn't going to change play at all. It just looks really cool. So the tama, I mean, there's so many cool little star and universe designs in here. The more I look, the more I find another detail that I didn't notice at first, that it's just such a beautiful design. The blue pops so hard. There's like this yellow galaxy here that's incredible. And I recommend you guys go over to the Hubble Space Telescope photos and look through all of them, because it just invokes like so much crazy feelings about what is out there. So like most Lotuses, this comes with a 70 centimeter string, but this is a really unique kendama because it comes with an ash tama, which is going to change a few things up compared to the other Lotus element drops we've had, which have all been beach. So the first thing that it changes up is playability. Ash is going to stall better typically than beach. I think people have different opinions on this. I've definitely played some Ash that were better than beach and some beach Tamas that were better than Ash in my last 8 years of playing Kendama. But I have seshed hard one of these ethers, like the first sample that I got a while ago. And the grains in this Ash are really popping. In fact, you can kind of see it. You can see the grain, which is so cool. You can see the grain on the Tama that's popping out of like the design and the sticky clear. But I've, so far, these have been the best stall Damas compared to the other elements, but which are really good, but these specifically are like really locking it. Yeah, I mean, just kind of like scraping this, you can hear the grain on the stall. It's so nice. Yeah, he added so much glitter to this, which is so cool. And I really like how the element logo is white, so it adds tracking. If this element logo was a different color, like blue, it would kind of all blend in, but as I'm juggling and playing, like the white pops out. So what we did with these is the Tamas were made by the Kendama factory, and then they were shipped to Colorado, and then he shipped them back over to the factory for them to clear them with the new anti-skid sticky. And there was a lot of shipping back and forth, but I think there was a great reason for it because this new sticky is really, really great, and it's loved by a lot of players from what I've heard. So I'm super glad that we did this versus going with a different clear. And as Franto was playing his, he mentioned that the sticky feels really, really good on this. This is a very unique Tama because the design isn't the usual Hanuri design process. They're putting sticky over somebody else's design, which is going to make it play differently than anything that I've played. And out of the bat, I know this feels really good. I'm going to do like a playthrough later. But yeah, I mean, the anti-skid sticky, if you haven't played it, it's really, really good. It's durable. It's super sticky. It lasts a long, like the stickiness lasts a long time. So it's super nice. Having an Ash Tama versus a beach Tama, these are 62 millimeters, the same size, but playability is going to be different. So beach, a 62 millimeter beach Tama is typically really heavy. The elements that we've had generally have been heavy compared to the Ken. And by heavy, I mean like 2 grams heavy to we've seen 12, 15 grams heavy for a few of them. On average, I think they're about 8 grams heavy for the other elements. But these on average are lighter than the Kens. I'm gonna weigh these again right now to see. So this one specifically is 80 and 73. So it's gonna play a lot different than the other elements in terms of weight. It's something that I love to change up. I don't stick to one weight specifically. You know, when I had the elements, I was playing really heavy Tamas compared to the Kens. And now that I'm having these feel so much different and a lot better because it's such a change. I'm really enjoying playing the heavier Ken with the lighter Tama. I think like Ken flips feel better and Goons I think feel a lot better because the Ken's gonna be coming around like a lot slower than the Tama. So there's definitely advantages for both styles, but if you're a player that likes specific Kendamas that are like super weight balanced, these might not feel great for you, but if you wanna wait, our next drop that we're doing, we have a bunch of Damas that are going to be like weight balanced within 5 grams. So I think with these, you're probably going to get on average a 5 to 10 gram difference, with the Ken being around 78 to 84 and the Tama being around 70 to 74. I'm just kind of guessing here. Don't, totally like quote me on this. I'm going to weigh these two as well, but just want to put out expectations. Yeah, this is 70 Tama and 80 Ken. And the Orion is, okay, so this is an 84 Ken with a 79 Tama. So I've only weighed 3 of them. If we're just gonna look at those 3, then you can kind of get a range of what the others would be like. But my guess is that on average, the Ken's going to be a little bit heavier than the Tama. And that I think probably half will be weight match, half won't. So here are the 3 colorways. I'm going to lace up the Dorado with what I like, and then I'll have you guys follow me outside to get like a first playthrough with this freshie. I've never done a tutorial on like how I string my kendama. I think it's pretty similar to how most people do it. But I'll do that on Lotus someday. But I guess I'll do one real quick now. So I've been testing out new strings for a while, and there's this string that I've been playing that I absolutely love. I'm thinking about making a string pack for it pretty soon. But it's like a really high quality string that's made in the USA. And I've just had the best experience with the string. We haven't had many string like upgrades in the kendama scene like ever, I think. But this string, I'm really excited to release it. We have like a thin and a thick version, and you can tell that they feel a lot different just when you look at them, and they look a lot different. But I've gotten a lot more control out of the string, because I know string problems are one of the biggest issues and the most annoying issues for especially like juggling new gym players. So I'm excited for this to come out, but I'm going to be using this string for right now. And then after I do my further tests, I'll eventually hope we can get all Lotus Kendamas string with this. But at first, I'm definitely going to do like a high quality string pack coming out soon. Dorado's down there so tight, which is a good sign. So let's take this string off. I've also been exploring different bearing options. I've never really had a big problem with these bearings, the bearings that come with the kendama, but I do have some nice higher quality bearings that I'm playing around with that seem to be better. I'm going to use it for this setup. And after some more testing, I will potentially put this in the string pack. So what I do first is lace up the Dorado. So big cup facing this way. And then I put that through the Ken. Needs a little licky lick. There we go. Obviously, if it doesn't fit, I usually will use a stringing tool. This string that I'm playing with is pretty thin, so I'm just gonna circle it around the string and just do a regular knot just to make sure it doesn't come out. And then I'm gonna burn the end so it makes the end of the string have a little burnt part, which will help with it not coming out. Perfect. So there's a little bubble out there that I'm gonna dry. And hopefully it doesn't come out. All right, that feels good. Let's put the Dorado on. All right, I'm gonna put some wax on this. So I'm gonna move it to the side for a sec. And what I've been doing recently is putting some oil in there to make it extra slippery. So you can tell that I've been testing a lot of things out for the advancement of string control. All right, so that looks good. So now let's put the string through. I'm gonna use the stringing tool because I think the oil is kind of preventing it. It has to soak in the wood a little bit. Boom. Pull that through. And it comes off really easily. And then I'm going to grab the end of the string and move it around here to really make sure that it super easily goes through the hole. So we got a bearing. So now I do a loop knot. Don't know how to explain that, but you can look it up. And this string's gonna be probably a little long. Spinning really nicely. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the end behind the knot. And just like last time, I'm gonna burn it. Awesome. All right, now I'm going to add the wax to the Dorado. I like my Dorado pretty high, and a lot of the elements come pretty high. So I'm going to, this looks pretty good if I get it down there. I think I want it a little bit shorter. So I'm going to wax, I'm going to get some sandpaper here and sand it a tiny bit so it sits a little lower. And I'm also going to add wax so it stays there. So I'll go through that process right now. We're going to need sandpaper and the lighter. Okay. Okay. Now time to add the wax. So what I do is take a lighter, light the wax until it gets like liquid, and then just rub it around, basically all around where the serrato sits on the sword. Because even if you go like too much, you can just kind of peel it off. That's what the best thing about wax and why I like it so much for my kendama. Bam. Okay, that's definitely enough. And again, it's so great because it's removable. If it's too much, I can just take it off. But usually it's not too much. It just makes the serrato sit and stay there like forever. So you can see all the wax on. So I'm gonna push it down there and make sure the string isn't getting like bundled up in there. All right, pushing it in. And it looks still pretty high, so let me use some of my Gallagher muscles. And really push it down. Feels so good. Yeah, the spike's a perfect length. That's what my spike looks like. And it's like so stuck in there, it's not going anywhere. And it's gonna tap a lot better too. Okay, here's the setup. Looking beautiful. This is my favorite tama I think I've ever seen. I love the universe, and it just represents the colors of those pictures so well. There's sparkles in the design, which is amazing. And I'm really excited to test this out. So damn cold out here. Here is the damo laced up. I'm gonna just play it, do my usual thing with a freshie, play some tricks, and I'll try to talk through it as I go. Ooh. My hand's gonna freeze in like 2 seconds, so I'm gonna have to go back and like warm up. It's insane. All right, here we go. Yeah, I can already immediately feel the lightness of the Tama. And as I was saying in the unboxing, it just feels so good to switch it up sometimes. You know, and if I play this for a while and I go back to a heavy Tama, I'm gonna love that. I don't think like one of them is better or worse. I think it's great for your progression to try both weights. But definitely taps. It's like a usual element that just seems to bounce. Which is like one of my favorite things about the shape. Yeah, that sticky paint is really catching the lunars. I can kind of tell that out of lunar, if like 1 is bad, 5 is average, 10 is really good. It's probably like a 7. It's probably my favorite. Like a 7 lunar means that I can still get away with like triple lunar flips. But it's like a 10 lunar, it would be really hard to flip because the handle's too light in comparison to this Dorado. That feels good. Ooh. And I can get a little sling action too. You know, with it, lunar that's like, you know, that 10 scale. Like the best lunar ever, you're not going to be able to sling it, you know. Let's get some stalls. Yeah, it needs to be broken in. But just immediately, I think with the ash and any kind of freshie, you know, with that first lick, like, it's going to stall fine. But yeah. Feels really good to spike. I can almost not feel anything right now, actually. My hand's so cold. The colorway just pops so hard when I play. It feels like I'm playing like literally some kind of magical ball or something. Like it just pops. It's so cool. Such a cool looking Dama. Is that my phone? My phone ringing. Oh. Oh, they're about to drop soon. In 15 minutes, so it's probably for another 15. So typically, if I set a new Dama, yeah, I'm hitting stalls, hit some handle stalls. Oops. I gotta get used to this light time. I'm kind of making it spin a little bit too much. But I love like the juggles, especially with this light Tama. It just feels really different. And yeah, this paint. I mean, I can still like rover, you know, but it's still extremely sticky. So I'm sure you can hear. I don't even know if like this hearing test means anything. I swear I've had some like really glossy Tamas that like sound great, you know. And glossy meaning like slippery. But I think what probably helps the most is just me moving it around for you to tell like how good it is at lunars or how sticky it is. Yeah, I can like kind of quickly move it and then get to like lean. Or like lean house too, I think probably helps. Show you guys what we're working with. And I mean, the last one I had, I played for probably a month. And this like stayed the same. You know, the paint's gonna be different for every Tama. Especially with this unique one being, ooh, you know, hand painted. Oops. I've been practicing battle tricks so much that I don't really have my like juggle spikes honed. The last month I've been practicing just battle tricks. Haven't been tapping at all. haven't been doing any kind of like lines, but I'm definitely getting more honed in terms of like concentrating on specific tricks, which is a really good thing, you know. That's like a muscle that I think kendama players need to, that's, you know, you can do open division and you can, regardless of how you do in the competition, you can get really good at kendama, like in the aspect of focusing on an individual trick, you know, and like honing in the part of your brain that's like, okay, slow down, hit this first tee. And for kendama, it's not like that at all. You know, most time when you session, you play, you're just, doesn't matter if you miss, you're just going. You don't even track your misses, really. You just go, 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 go. And you'd probably be surprised with how much you miss, like if you actually counted it, you know. But open division is the opposite of how people usually play kendama, because you count the misses, you know, and you have three. If you're lucky, you have 3 tries to lace. You know what I mean? Oh, this hurts. This feels so awful. My hands are so cold. All right, I guess we'll tap away. Yeah, really responsive. It's really nice. Let's do like a 4-4. Oops. No, let's just go easy. Some light flips. It's just so hard when your hand's cold to do these types of tricks, you know? Oh! It's a solid warm-up trick, the 3-3-3. Oh! There we go. I keep missing that. Like a classic ender that I do. Lighthouses feel. Yeah, I think lighthouses kind of feel like lighthouses are okay no matter what Dorado you're working with. Oh! Oh, my phone's dying again. Or going off. Oh! Oh, we have 5 minutes. Man, this can just feel, I love a fresh can, you know? Like, to juggle it just feels like it locks in your hand. Ah, no! A little wet, but not muddy. The worst is that mud stand that just never goes away, you know? I just love when that bevel's looking at me. Like on that down spike, I just noticed like the red sparkle. And like 3 red sparkles that got such a beautiful kendama. Whoa. Nope. Oh, my back's hurting. Ah! Let's check out the trays. Yeah. I feel like I can tell lunar balance by tray of how it flips around. Like a heavy Dorado is gonna be more sideways when I flick. And then like a lighter Dorado is gonna be flicking more vertical. Let's check the regular. Oops, the beat got in the way. My hand's kind of warming up. The sun's out, but it's like 30 degrees. I usually can't play this in this weather for a while. People can, I can't. Ooh, my back hurts. Huh. That late's gonna be hard when it's so cold. Oh! Whoa! Oh my god. no bueno. Usually you can tell where it like landed. I can't tell with this. Looks good so far. Alright, let's hit that. A little higher, a little slower. There we go. Oh man, the string got in the way. No. That's such a fast late flip. Something about like this maple ken that's kind of like light with the black tama. This looks really good. I'm playing it. The black colorful tama. Man, I can't. Yeah, this ken's just kind of slipping off my hand. It feels. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that playthrough. This is dropping this minute right now. Probably gonna get this up the next day. So hopefully you copped. It's not a very big drop, obviously, because they're hand painted, but definitely one of my favorite tamas. I'm not just saying that. This is a beautiful, beautiful tama. All thanks to Rad, who painted it. Rad Kendamas. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video and the playthrough. And I'll be doing more of these, so let me know what you think. All right, see ya.